broadcast. Alright, bet. Alright, we go to my tool. There we go. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, you did. I bet. Cloudy road.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try the run. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's hard. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Under fire. Got it in the middle, it's Maryland. At midfield, he's got room. Smacks him with the stiff arm. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
The Mustangs are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. You got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Going for 6.
Oh, God.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Another
Bring it back, bring it out.
on third down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences with that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you start the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
To throw on first down. Coming out aggressively. Brings it down on the right side. Off and running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Slips through the line. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Offense in a bunch formation. The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Right down the middle. He's got it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Trojans headed quickly to the line.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of. They've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Lane. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Sets up the screen, and they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Going over the top. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Trojans. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defensively, you know they're going to run it. You know they're going to try to create some space offensively and just try to run out of the goal line. So that's a frustrating one that hurts because the run game comes downhill. He gets a big gain, and now out of the own end zone. Now no safety to worry about. You can pass, you can run the whole playbook at your disposal.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, trying to find his man.
Sure.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
It's really early in the game right now, and it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Trojans in the hurry up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone. because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Let's see what he can do with the return. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Jennings. Got a man, it's Harden.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And it's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another
giving
peek
you the
at
ball,
that last
UFC.
play.
There it is. Oh, wait.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the
Right,
officials
say.
will change the call.
These plays suck, yo. Yeah, I gotta dive in this motherfucker. Maybe.
And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Mustangs have their offense in high gear. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. And they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Snagged out of the air. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Singleton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They look pretty good on this drive. They were marching the football down the field, but on that critical 3rd down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. fourth down must be part of their philosophy. Just 1 for 3 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got the quick pass. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Off the play fake on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. He'll take another shot here. Got it in stride inside the 20.
Yeah, I read that they be doing that shit.
Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
I just read that they allow a lot of those dumbass catches, regardless of the ability.
This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And they knock
Cheap as hell, and they scored on all streaks.
So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned.
It still works.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Mayava. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The handoff to Johnson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
After getting that fumble, if you're on offense here, you've got to be thinking touchdown, right? So after that run play, this is a big third down opportunity to either stay on the field or score a TD. You wouldn't feel very good if you only walk away here with a field goal.
Crazy. I can't that motherfucker.
Just stop cold as soon as he got it.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to...
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, SMU.
Hey, got my shit right up.
Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Now to make sure this kickoff game covers it well, and I give back that last score. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Bringing the heat. Quarterback gets enough. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Trojans want to move quickly.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown Trojans! That's
full white
jersey. Finish a drive and put up points.
That's just Joe.
This is his personal resume reel, trying to win the Bolitnikoff Award or something.
Highlight after highlight after highlight. He's going to go to social media. He's going to post these. Hey, a lot of likes, a lot of love, a lot of shares with those plays.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
Fires to the tight end. Got room at the 35. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That's caught. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Hauls it in. He makes his way into the end zone for the 2, and now they trail by just 13. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive.
That corner over there is good.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He's run out of bounds, but gets the ball across the 50 to the 49. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. One word to describe this guy: unstoppable. Over 150 yards receiving, and he is putting the gold into that Cardinal and gold.
Yeah, and they do such a good job with this offense year after year. If you're a USC OC, you got stars. On the outside, you got speed. You know how to highlight them. You know how to find them, and you know how to feed them for big days like this.
Got it in the middle. It's Lane. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Quickly complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There he goes. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Trojan. And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. It's Renson. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Moving away from pressure. Gets rid of it. Snares it outside. It's Maryland. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Jennings. The quick out. After 45 on his way. Turning it on. He's at the... And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it behind the line. It's Sanders. There he goes to the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, USC.
Now, a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Jennings. Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start putting a lot of pressure. Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Got room on the return. 10,
just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.